YouTubers, got another video review for you this afternoon. If you've ever tried to crawl into the back of your Jeep Gladiator, you'll notice that this panel here has ridges in it, and so it'll tear your knees up when you're getting in and all that. And I know you can step up on the bumper and get in, but sometimes I crawl up in there and it's just tough on your knees. Plus, if you go camping or something like that and you want to have a place to use your tailgate as an area for food prep, to lay a cutting board out there and prep all your food, or a place to put your stove, or if you're using a power station or a generator and you want to set it up here to work on it, or just whatever, you're using your tailgate for all different types of things. It kind of makes it hard because this tailgate's got a lot of ridges and stuff in there to hinder it. You can't even set a cup down on there except in these little flat spots here to keep it from falling over. So just happened to be on the internet and I happened to see this tailgate piece, and this is from a company called SnailArmor, and they sell this flat piece of 1/8 inch of aluminum to go over your existing tailgate. And what this does is it gets rid of all these ridges and all these little places that doesn't provide a flat surface, and this here enables you to have a flat tailgate. And it's not gonna kill you trying to get up on it with all the ridges and stuff. And if you want to set whatever you're working on this panel, you can. And it's not going to rust because, like I said, it's made out of aluminum. And one cool feature that I found was you can customize it. You can put any picture you want to on this, and they can laser engrave it into the aluminum. And as you can see right here, this is what I chose, just the mountain scene with the compass and the trees. And I thought that was really cool. You can even pick your own personal design and put on here. If you've got like a name for your Jeep, or a car club that your Jeep's a member of, or whatever, you can put it on here. And so I thought that was pretty cool. And so again, it's from a company called SnailArmor. You can see there's their logo right here. And then down here they give you good directions with it, which you really don't even need them. It's pretty self-explanatory. Give me a couple stickers and a koozie. So I thought that was pretty neat. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this stuff aside and tell you how to do the installation. It's very simple. All you got to do is remove several screws, and it just goes right on top. Now you can choose to lay this panel over top of this whole panel here, but they do say that if you want the panel to remain as flat as possible, then you want to remove this top piece. And the reason being is because of this piece right here has a ridge on it, and it's not going to lay flat. I mean, it's going to stick up just a little bit. I'll show you what I'm talking about. When you lay that down, you can see that it's just going to stick up just a hair, maybe probably 1/8 of an inch. So you can install it like that if you want to, or you can choose to remove this piece here. And so I think that's what we're going to do. We're just going to remove this one and just stick it on there. So when you order this panel here, they provide you with new hardware, and this hardware is flat here on the top, where the original hardware you can see down there is kind of rounded. And that's what I'm talking about. If you put your knees in that hurts. And so with this flat hardware, it just goes along good with this panel. And once you fit these in there, then it's just going to remain flat. There's not going to be something sticking up. And it comes with a provided T27 bit to remove the Jeep hardware with. We're just going to stick it in the drill, and then we're going to go ahead and start taking everything loose. And what you'll do is you'll take loose everything here that goes around this panel, and then you'll take out this screw and this screw, and then that new piece will just set right on top of it. And the whole reason, again, that we're removing this is to put this panel on here so it doesn't stick up and it remains as flat as possible. Now, if you don't want to remove this and you want to stick this on top of it, then by all means, you can do that. And in fact, it'd probably make your tailgate a little bit stronger. Somebody wants to rear end you or whatever. Here we go. You can see these come out really easy. And then now you've got all these Torx bolts, and then you've got some little flat plastic washers. I'm just going to take the old hardware that come with it and put it in the new hardware's bag and store it in the Jeep, and that way you'll have it if you need it. All right, so next, after you get all the bolts out of there, just takes a second, and you just want to lift up on this panel here, and you can see what that looks like. Actually, look at that. Didn't expect that. Already got a little bit of rust issue up there. Glad we took it off so I can address that. You wouldn't think that a 21 model Jeep would already have rust on it. Come on, Jeep, it's ridiculous. But anyways, we're gonna take, and everything looks nice and clean, so really no need to really do anything. I might spray some paint on this, but I'm gonna go ahead and zap it on and show you guys first what it's gonna look like. And you just want to line everything up. And I don't know if you guys can see, but right here where there was a little bit of a gap before where that piece was sticking up from the factory, now you can see that it's nice and flat. So the way that you put it on is they give you all the provided hardware. It's very simple. You just put it in, and you want to start in the middle. Start in the middle. I put them on by hand, and then you can screw them on with a screwdriver. And they've done away with the Torx, so you don't use the Torx, you use a Phillips head. So I do like that. And they're all the same length, so it's very easy. Really not even no installation video needed on something this simple. All right, so it said to use the provided hardware, so that's what I've done, and you can see that it's got the Phillips head on it, and so you want to make sure that you're using a Phillips head screwdriver. That's what they recommend. I'm going to use a drill, and just to prevent it from getting too tight, I'm just going to set it on the #1 setting right there. Let's see, it's got a little torque setting. I've got it set on #1 so it won't get very tight, and then if you want to hand tighten it with a screwdriver, you can. This should suffice. So anyways, I'll go ahead and zap these in place. So it does say to start in the corners when you're going ahead and tightening and everything up, and then you can see the clutch on the drill prevents it from over tightening, so you don't do something stupid and strip these out. So that's handy. So I'm going to go to this corner, zap these in. So as you can see, literally took me like 5 minutes to replace this whole panel. And if you're wondering what kind of coating this is, it's some sort of textured black coating. It doesn't feel like a bed liner or anything, but it's just like a black, rough, textured panel. And then right in here, all of this is laser etched into the metal. And so, looks really good, in my opinion. We got the panel on, and You know, this is what I was talking about. If you got a portable power station or something you're using to take camping with you, now it can lay flat. And if you want to, you know, sit out here by the tailgate and use this as a table to put your cups or whatever, you can put your tumblers on there. And then, you know, if you've got a cutting board or something, you want to prep your food, you know, you've got a nice flat surface to put it on. And somebody was talking about having they make a tailgate panel that has like a cutting board built into it. For me, that really don't make sense, because, you know, if you have a cutting board on there built into the tailgate, how are you going to clean it? You know, that's just kind of gross. You know, I'd like something that's flat like this, and just use a regular kitchen cutting board. You can pick them up at like Dollar Tree for $1. So, you know, when you're done, just throw them away or use them for next time, you know. But, you know, it does make it a big difference when you got a flat panel, flat surface to work on. And so I really do like this product. I thought it was pretty neat, and I love the customization on it. I think it looks really good, and I think it looks really good with the Jeep. And in total, we've done quite a bit of mods to this thing. We've put the MagnaFlow exhaust on it, and the Banks Performance cold air intake, and we've done just a ton of stuff. So check out all my other videos, and also make sure you check out my group. It's called Jeep Gladiator Mods. I've got right at almost 20,000 members in there, and it's a pretty neat group and very informative, and you know, check it out. So until next time, guys, you guys have a good one, and thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.